Many of our fellow citizens may lost their legal status in the United States in 2009. This is a serious problem that deserves serious attention. While demonstrations and visits to congressional members have been organized in the past, we must now adopt new approaches in dealing with this immigration problem. Some Liberian immigrants have been retained and calling the offices of the various congressmen and women. However, the harsh reality is that individual lobbying produces very little results, if any. The responses from congressional members have needed customary acknowledgments. Although there may be many individuals lobbying for the same goal, members of Congress may pay little attention to these individuals and more attention to organized lobbying. The reason is simple. The goals of organized lobbyists are more defined and consistent, and the actions are more coordinated. I am convinced that successful lobbying effort requires the help of professional lobbying groups. Therefore, as president of ULAA, I will consult with our Immigration Commission to hire a lobbying group in Washington, D.C. to lobby on our behalf. I am aware that lobbying entities charge huge fees, but we have to choose between paying high fees and sitting to see our brothers and sisters deported from the United States. If elected, in the first week of our administration, we'll launch an immigration fund drive through our Immigration Commission to support our immigration initiative. A special account will be established for this purpose. We appeal to all Liberians in the United States to contribute $10 each before the end of January 2009 in support of this immigration campaign. The Immigration Commission will develop a yearly action plan, including demonstrations and lobby events, in close collaboration with the entity we hire. We will consultations with our other national organizations of citizens from Africa to organize an African Immigration Association that will be devoted to immigration problems facing Africans in the United States. With such an association, the financial burden of maintaining an immigration lobbying entity will be shared among us, thereby significantly reducing our financial commitments. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our year. This is the beginning of re-establishing the influence of ULAA on our communities and most especially on our nation. I remember when I was growing up as a child in Grand Cape County, the name ULAA sounded like a lion to me. This is an opportunity we have in this election to reclaim our lost glory. Let us make ULAA become an inspiration and hope for a better Liberia. With our election, I see another possibility for a better future for this union. There is a huge difference between me and my opponents. One is a failed leader, scrambling to keep the old guys and loyalists, cronies, and underachievers at the helm of power in ULAA. The other is living in a fantasy world that suddenly an internet hero with a basement leadership performance can be whitewashed and appear as a candidate that could be taken serious to redeem our union. Fellow Liberians, the only way to look at a better future for ULAA is to start with the reality of our present and a review of our past. Our present is not what this union worth. There are too many compelling reasons for change now. The time is now for us to say that we have had enough of failed leaderships, whether at the level of the board of directors of ULAA or at the Maryland Association in the Americas. You don't need to look far to see the differences between me and my opponents. I have been tested so many times, but I have always provided the desired results. I have been in very tight leadership situations at the University of Liberia, at the Press Union, at Lyon, as chairman of the Pennsylvania Elections Commission, as chairman of the Pennsylvania Constitution Drafting Commission, as chairman of ULAA Elections Commission, and in several other leadership challenges. Whenever I have been challenged, I have delivered. In the present, I am the only candidate providing tangible results in leadership position. I am the only candidate of the three of us that has established a clear vision for ULAA. On the first day, when we announced our intention to contest in these elections, I published my vision statement, while others were busy taking photos for posting on the internet, begging friends for endorsements in order to cover up their leadership inadequacies. They are yet to clearly articulate their vision for this union and to establish where they stand on the burning issues affecting our union and our country.